Today's been a very interesting discussion around the pain points of the actual next generation Gen AI tools, both for attackers that are utilizing these tools for generating more sophisticated attacks, identifying weak spots, as well as how we as the good guys can use these tools to protect not only from these more advanced threats, but also help us as a co-pilot in being able to provide a more holistic approach both for protection of our own ecosystem and infrastructure, applications, as well as to provide observability and visibility on what is going on in our scenarios. In fact, that was an absolutely wonderful conversation, many points of views, both from banking perspective, public perspective, service provider. So we kind of covered all of the topics quite successfully.
There's a lot that's happening in the cyberspace. Not everybody can be aware of everything that's happening all at the same time. And I think it's a space where a lot of collaboration is great between the different industries, between people working in different environments, etc., to understand the different vulnerabilities that are happening in different spaces. So I think really here's a great opportunity to leverage each other and a network just because of the vastness of all of the different vulnerabilities that can happen in the cyberspace. How do we have those conversations that cyber isn't necessarily seen in this one-dimensional compliance type of issue and leave it up to the technology, so the CISOs and the CIOs and CTOs to be concerned about? It's something that even at board level and business executives, it is quite important to have an understanding of, and that's something that we touched on this afternoon as well, to be able to get that understanding and particularly support so that there is focus, budget, allocation, etc. towards the security teams. I've been able to make connections already, so it's been a fantastic afternoon.
You have to design with security in mind. If you don't, then you're going to take shortcuts and you're going to try and fit security into aspects that may cause bigger issues later. So always design with security in mind and think how hackers would think and how they would operate. If you know that, you can then create your structures around security that you want to see within the layers that you have across your environment. I think most important to me was the whole thing around AI and what can be done with it to ensure a zero trust environment. How do you get to a zero trust environment? So in other words, how do you make sure that people cannot get into your environment and that you maintain a zero trust policy, making sure that AI is part of the thread of the organization in terms of cybersecurity?
You know, the inherent worth and value of this is the fact that I love how we have different perspectives from different industries, and you find that we suffer similar or same challenges around these new technologies, and it just brings a nice deep breadth of insights in terms of what we're dealing with and really key valuable jewels that you can take with and apply in your workplace. So more collaborative efforts need to be in place and more intentional about it. A human cannot do it alone, and you cannot be an island to do it.